Hello and welcome to Morehouse's Math Menagerie. Today we're going to be talking about the chi-square test for independence. This tests the independence of two categorical variables from the same population. The variables we're going to be comparing today are students' favorite subjects and if they prefer cantaloupe or honeydew. We want to test if the variables are independent from each other. The test for independence is very similar to the test for homogeneity, but the purpose of the test is different. Step one, as always, is to define our hypotheses and our parameter. So the null hypothesis is that the favorite subject and Mellon preference are independent from each other among AP Stats students. The alternative is that favorite subject and Mellon preference are not independent from each other among AP Stats students. Our conditions are the same as the chi-squared test for homogeneity. We need random sampling, independence, and then our large counts condition. Again, we will check the large counts condition after we have run the test. For our calculations, we're using the chi-squared test statistic. The degrees of freedom are the same as the test for homogeneity. They are the number of rows minus 1 times the number of columns minus 1 in our two-way table. To use the calculator for these calculations, we need to build a matrix again. So find the matrix menu, tab over to Edit, and select Matrix A. This matrix needs to be 7 by 2 to enter in all the data. After you are done entering the data, exit out and go to the Stats, Tests, and then to the chi-square tests. You will note this is the same calculator test we use for the test of homogeneity. Again, the observed data is in matrix A, and the expected will be computed and put into matrix B. Once we calculate, you'll notice we get a test statistic of 1.126 and a p-value of 0.9803 and a degrees of freedom of 6. If we go back to the matrix menu and edit matrix B, you will see the expected values have been calculated for us when we ran the test, and they are put into matrix B. There are no expected values less than 5, so we have met the conditions. For our final step here, our p-value of 0.9803 is greater than our significance level of 0.05. Thus, we fail to reject the null hypothesis in favor of the alternative hypothesis. There is insufficient evidence to suggest that favorite subject and Mellon preference are not independent. Thank you for joining us today. I will leave you with this quote by Nassim Taleb.